Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Meunier.
Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprà, no, no, sulla tua bocca lo dirò, quando la luce splenderà. Ed il mio bacchio sfiorerà il silenzio che ti fa mia. Il nome suo nessun saprà, e noi dovremo ahimè morir, dilegando te tramontate stelle. All'alba vincelo, vincelo, vincelo. Na 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 na. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary persons, to the Inflorenza RPG actual play. Today I have a great pleasure to play with Orane.
Hi.
Hi, Orane. And also with Marc Vallières from the Aventureux Podcast.
Have a good day to you.
Okay, today we play in Venice. The theater is called Mortal Venice. It's part of a small free theater campaign in the Inflorenza book. And you have to understand that the Milesvale's Venice is quite special because it looks like Venice was during the Renaissance, but with just a change of one detail is that Venice is no more flooded because all the canals are dry now, and you don't have the sea no more in front of Venice. There is only a salty desert, and all the canals into Venice are dry too. And you can figure that horses and chariots are able to ride in the great street that used to be the Great Canal. And so it quite changes the deal because Venice, in order to stay an important commercial place, has to send chariots to a port that is far after the salty desert. Okay, that's okay. That's all for the setting for now. And now it's time to play. So as an exception, I play the first turn. And this takes place on the roof of the Doge's palace. And there are three persons just eating a supper on the roof of the palace, and looking for the landscape, the magnificent churches and towers of Venice, and the whiteness of the salt desert in front of Piazza San Marco. And we are 3 persons eating fine meals. One of these person is Vitello Manzeleini. He has his own restaurant in Venice called the Agnus Dei, and so he cooked the meals with very raw food from all the corner of Milesvale. And so we drink fine wine, watching the landscape. And the second person is the Doge himself, Bartolomeo d'Alhambra. You can see that he's how could you say, a very noble person, very raffinated, refined, a very refined person. And the third person is Occhiata. He has, he's more of a swordsman, and he has a sword on his leg just at this moment. And he always wear a golden mask, so you can't see his face. The Carnival of Venice is scheduled within 1 or 2 days, but Occhiata always wears his mask all the year long. And the Doge says, Venice is so beautiful, but it is dying. And I have to tell you a secret. As I am the master of the city, I am supposed to pay for constructing a canal will cross the salt desert in order to facilitate the commercial transactions between Venice and the other ports. And if I will do so, I think that Venice will be wealthier than ever. But I don't know. Maybe I prefer that. Maybe I prefer if this project failed. Maybe I prefer that Venice will die because of the end of the trades. I would love the idea of Venice without its inhabitants. Sometimes I would be the last person in Venice, just seeing Venice dying in such a beauty. And my character Occhiata, he kisses the dog because he's his secret lover. And I say to the dog, I am blind, so your landscape stories don't matter for me. Okay, I think it's time to to create my character. Sorry for the very long introduction. So I work for a theme 9. Science, crap. Post-apocalypse. Nice. Okay. I think I will write something that I want the Doge to forget about his project that will bring the ruin upon Venice. So I have to explain. The Doge has announcing to the Venetian people that he will pay for a canal that will cross the salt desert, and so will make Venice wealthier. But I know, as the Doge's lover, I know that the Doge will sabotage his own project, and so I want to prevent the Doge from sabotaging the canal project, because I don't want to Venice fall in ruins. Okay. But I really don't know how to do that and how to persuade the Doge. Okay, so what could I just want to end my turn in another place. Just say, for instance, maybe the restaurant of Vitello, the Agnus Dei. Imagine a big restaurant in a palazzo, so with a very delicate architecture, with paintings on the ceilings. Not ceiling. See, painting, paintings on the ceiling. It was right. With the chandeliers and many garments, and very noble persons eating the finest meals of Milesvale, with Vitello teaching all the stories of his travel. So he's a big man with a bird. He looks like Pavarotti, the famous tenor. So a very Epicurean person. And there is a guy, let's say Giovanni Sforza. Giovanni Sforza is a noble. Some people say that he is a descendant of a Borgia family, which have a very bad reputation. He says something very nasty about the Doge. Maybe he treats him. Maybe he says that he is a coward. But the Doge is not in the restaurant; he's in the palace. And so I just climb on the table and I say to Sforza, Mister, you made an insult that has to be washed. And so I drew my sword. Maybe do someone wants to play Giovanni Sforza?
Oh, I may.
You just have to know that he's a very important person in the city, Maybe the future George, if some trouble happen to the actual Dodge. Very, very refined, important, and dangerous people. Okay, so what could you say?
My dear man, I will fight you if you would like to, but not in a restaurant. Let's go in the street and let's draw our swords.
I guess that you'd prefer to fight in an hospital, so you could be closer to be cured after this fight.
And I guess you would like to hand my life in a dish on a table, or maybe yours.
Maybe we could already find in a morgue. It would be quicker to end a find.
Such a non-refined man. Well, if you want to fight right here, let's go.
Right here is always the best place.
And I draw my sword.
Okay. So I just cut with my sword. I just cut the chandelier upon the head of Sforza. What does it do?
Oh, well, he dodges the chandelier. And, well, if you cut a chandelier, you're on a table, right?
Yeah.
So I will kick the table in order to make you fall.
Okay. So I make an acrobatic movement just in order not to fall on my butt. I take a plate of spicy meal and I just threw it at the face of Sforza. Just I'm glad to be of service.
Fine meal. Great spices.
Did you enjoy the pastas?
Well, yes, but not as much as your death. And then I thrust my sword into you. Well, I tried.
Okay, nice. Okay, I am a player. I will make a conflict. I think this is not the biggest idea of my life because I only have one sentence.
Yeah, but it's Okiata. He wants to duel anyone.
I just say maybe you'd like to know you'd like to know the name of a person that will send you to the cemetery. My name is Okiata. Okay. If I win the conflict, I just humiliate. I just want to humiliate Sforza. Something like maybe I will cut his pants, and so he will be humiliated in front of all the people of the restaurant. Not only the restaurants, because we continue the fight into the plaza. Maybe this is the. It could be the Campo San Stefano, where you know there are all the artists' paintings, and it's a very popular place of meeting for fine ladies and gentlemen, and so they will see the fight, very scandalous fights, and so I would cut his trousers and humiliate him in front of all the good Venetian people.
Okay, but you won't kill him. Okay.
No, just humiliate him. I guess I guess that my enemy is quite good at fencing.
Maybe not as you, but yeah, he can own his part in a duel.
Nice. You just say if you play the conflict against me, you can do so.
As my character or as the
yes, as your character, you can play against me. Let's suppose, for instance, that you are Giovanni Sforza, or maybe you are a partner of Sforza that could help him during the conflict.
Well, no, now
I also say it for Orane.
For now, I'll stay neutral. Well,
Okay.
my character.
Orane, do you stay neutral?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So I have to say what happens if I lose the conflict. If I lose the conflict. Maybe if I lose the conflict, I don't really lose. I just get arrested because public duels are forbidden, and I'm not supposed to attack one of the most important people of Venice. And so I will have to cross the bridge of sighs and go into jail. Okay, so I will. I want to prevent the Doge for sabotaging the canal project. I think this is related to the conflict because I didn't enter into a fight if I don't want to if I didn't want to protect the honor of the Doge. But Sforza just said that the Doge wasn't the best person to manage the canal project, and I know he's right, but I can't say that in front of everybody. So okay, when die 6 suffering. So I fail. What? I get arrested. I didn't fail. I didn't fail the fight. I just get arrested before I had the time to kick Sforza's butt. Okay, masks. Oh, nice. Okay, they put me an iron mask.
Oh.
And okay, they put me an iron mask, and I get into jail, and I get imprisoned. Nice. Okay, who wants to play the second turn?
I can if you don't want.
Okay.
Go on, Orane.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with the roll so I know where I'm going.
Okay.
Okay. So I rolled a 12 and then a 3. Okay. So do I have to make a link between what you said and what I'm going to say?
Yes, you have to make a link between one of my two sentences.
Okay.
So I can say it again. I want to prevent the Doge from sabotaging the canal project because I don't want to Venice to fall into ruins. And they put me an iron mask, and I got imprisoned.
Okay. So I'm a young lady, a really beautiful young lady. Beautiful, I mean, and uh, I'm alone. I have all these really noble clothes, and I work like I belong where I am, and actually I do because I am Santina, and I am the daughter of the Doge, and I know that I know what happened today in the streets. I know who is Ucheta and what happened. He fought against Giovanni Sforza, and I'm going to the prison. I'm going to the prison and maybe make a bit of fun of Ochata for being arrested and going to visit him in a cell just to taunt him a bit
Okay,
for
can
what
you
happened.
remind me what is your
Yeah,
link to the Doge? Huh?
I'm his daughter.
Doge. Okay,
And
nice.
it said I'm
Doge,
something.
Doge.
I have to write this.
Nice. Okay. So you get to visit me in jail.
Yeah, I'm gonna visit you and come to your cell. Maybe all the guards will be a bit surprised to see me going there, but they won't say a thing. They know who I am. And
Mhm.
just to taunt you, to say that I'm a bit surprised that a duelist like you is going on a cell. Maybe you didn't manage to win this fight. Maybe. Well, I'm a bit disappointed.
Hmm. Okay. There is so many. I hope such noble lady won't be offended to all the odious and vicious graffitis written on the walls of the jails. And if you're not, maybe you could read them to me because I am blind.
Oh, that's funny. I want to. I don't know. I didn't wanted that before, but right now I want to maybe humiliate you a bit, and I'm going to read you the sentences of peoples that write things about being desperate. They're not gonna go out of this prison, and they write,
Mm-mm.
"We're gonna die here."
Mm-mm. Okay, and just get closer to you.
Yeah.
So you can hear to my breath behind my iron mask. I like the challenge, and so I didn't lose against Sforza. I was just seeking for an opportunity to get imprisoned and to be the first person to escape from Venice's jail.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I'd be
No.
really happy to see that.
Mm-mm. And so, if you're a player, maybe you could play together to play the escape game.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to be on your side, or do you want me not to catch you?
Just choose your team.
I just launch a coin in the air to know
Okay.
what I'm gonna do, and I'm
Oh,
gonna.
hey, you cheat. You know I am blind.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, here, take the coin. Maybe you
Mhm.
can feel like which side is which.
I see the face of my beloved Doge.
Yeah, yeah. That is always there, looking
Yeah,
at us.
or maybe this is a century-old coin, and you're just joking me another time.
No, no, it's his face.
Okay, he's beautiful. Okay, so you just flip the coin.
Yeah, I've flipped the coin, and I'm gonna roll a real dice. So, if it's
Uh,
uh
You can flip a coin, or maybe you can play a conflict. What do you prefer?
Oh, yeah, sure. Maybe we can play a conflict.
Okay, so the conflict will tell what happens with the coin.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you win the conflict, what happens?
If I win the conflict, I'm trying I'm trying to impeach you to escape,
Okay, nice.
like to catch you.
And so I guess that if you lose, you are in my team.
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Marc, do you stay neutral?
Yes, I'll stay neutral. I don't even know what my character will be actually, so I prefer to stay neutral for now.
What is the name of your character, Orane?
Santina.
Santina. Santina, whatever the result of the coin, I guess we'll have a great moment of fun.
Yeah, I guess too. I think I do not have a phrase to roll, so just one die, or maybe I don't know.
What is your first sentence?
I rolled flesh for the first sentence and beauty, so I was thinking something like I want to be the beauty my dad want to, I don't know, to protect. I want to be more than Venice to him. Like I want to be the preferred from Venice.
Okay.
Like you want, your character wants to be the most beautiful lady of Venice?
Not really. I want just my dad not to prefer Venice over me, like the city.
Okay, nice. If you think that this sentence fits with the conflict, it gives you one dice. But if you think it doesn't fit, you just get one extra 3 dice.
Okay, I'm gonna take the 3 dice.
Okay, nice. So I roll against you. I want to prevent the Doge from sabotaging the project. So if I stay into jail, I won't be able to do anything related to the Doge. And I like playing, but maybe I would prefer that you are in my team. And they put me in prison. Okay, so 2 dice in my team. Okay, you can roll.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, when power 11, and when suffering in my pool, you got 7, which is a suffering. So I win. You have a suffering sentence to write, so a negative consequence link it to the conflict.
7 comedy. Do you have an idea? Like, I'm gonna help you escape, and
comedy. Maybe
that
maybe you're not keen enough playing comedy to help me, but you will have to. Something like that.
No. I think I think it's fun to help you, and I'm going willingly to help.
Okay.
But
nice.
maybe
So what's the negative consequence?
By doing this, it's really not easy to escape from this prison. And
not that easy.
and even if the daughter of the Doge is with you, we have to tell lies to a lot of gods. And maybe that's it. Like the guards in the city know they can't trust me anymore. Something like that. If those guards knows that I can.
Okay, so for instance, yes. Okay, alors for my part, I have a power of science. what the fuck? And a suffering of vengeance. Suffering of vengeance. My suffering is fortunately I have a new partner because the race is open between myself and the Sforza's how would you say the people who working for him? No, acolyte maybe. Well, yes, I think he has henchmen even in the jail, and maybe people are paid to murder me in prison.
Oh.
And so the henchmen, and so this is a speed race between us and them. And my science. I just catch a coin, and this is not an ordinary coin. She's filled with alchemic mixture, something explosive, and so this coin is a kind of a grenade,
Mm.
And the first thing that you do to help me is to giving me this coin.
Yeah. Okay.
So the face of my lover will explode into the face of my enemies. Something like that. Okay. But I think I just will use against the walls, because against the men I prefer the sword. Okay, nice. I think it's okay with your turn.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Marc, it's yours.
Okay, well, I'll start by rolling the dice to know what exactly I am. So, A2. Memory. Okay, let's roll another one in that theme. 11. Belief. Oh, I am a man of belief. Okay. Actually, I believe that Venice is the best place to live in, and I am a new recruit in the service of the Doge, and I just heard that someone has got away from the prison, and I want to find him in order to bring him back.
Okay, so we don't play the escape scene.
No, you play, but well, you can play. You have played it, in my opinion, but it's maybe a couple of hours after.
As you prefer. In my mind, we just have sealed an alliance. But in my mind, the escape scene was to be played.
Oh,
But
well,
we can skip it. That's not a problem.
well, no, actually, now that I think of it, no, it would be great that would be during the escape.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a guard of the prison, newly appointed there. My name is Bruno Giunta. I'm a very small man. Actually, I'm kind of frail, but I've learned to fight through my father. I'm not a
Yes.
noble. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a question?
Yes, you're not a noble, but are you okay to be a kind of an important person in order to stay in the Cape Jean? So if you're a guardian, I think maybe you're the chief of the police, something like that, but not an ordinary guardian, or maybe a wannabe chief. But I think you have to play someone with a great destiny.
Okay, then maybe the son of the chief of the guard of the Doge. Would that be okay?
Okay, so he's a wannabe chief or something like that, car.
Yes, I feel like it's my destiny to replace my father when he when he retires or when he dies.
Both things that could occur.
It could. So yes, the alarm is sound, and I run after you. I see you in the distance.
Okay,
just try to catch you. Go on.
So what is your first sentence?
I want to bring you back in prison.
I want to bring back Okiata in prison. Okay. So you forgot about the fact that you believe that Venice is the best place to live?
Oh, well, yeah, that should be my first sentence, right?
Maybe, but there is not. If you just write, I believe that Venice is the best place. There is no link with another character. Well, maybe, but you have to explain it, and there is no to want verb.
No, that's the problem about it. Okay.
I want to bring them back in the cell, and in order to let Venice, the beautiful place, be safe or something like that.
It could be so.
You know.
So I want to bring Okiata in prison.
Maybe you think that Okiata is a bad person for Venice because he's a troublemaker, something like that, and so he's better in jail than in the city.
Done deal. That's it.
Okay.
And may I play a conflict now?
Yes.
And if I win, I don't really catch you, but I get to you in order to maybe do a duel or something. I am able to get to you. Maybe not catch you.
Okay. I don't want to. I think having a duel is a great thing, and so I don't want to avoid it. Maybe we just have to settle the situation that leads to a duel between the two of us, and we will make a conflict to know what happens during the duel. Santina, which role do you play during the process that will lead us to a duel?
Maybe like I create a diversion and I separate the other guards. Well, I lead the other guards outside, and you are alone with the only one who hasn't fallen in my trap, which is Bruno.
Okay. So I just say to the guard that this is this I'm sick of all this moisture. Don't you do so? And the guard just says, "It's okay. It's a jail. We have to live with it." And I just say, "I think we need more air." I just launch the granite coin, and it explodes. It makes a wall in the. It makes a hole in the wall, and I just plunge into the streets of Venice, and I think the guys. What is your name? The guys of Bruno Gianta.
Yes.
They you went after me, I think.
Of course, I do.
What about a run on the roofs of the palace of the roofs of the palace, because the palace is just connected to the jail, or maybe a duel just on the bridge of size.
Just under. Oh.
Over the bridge.
On the bridge. Okay.
This is a covered bridge. This is a covered bridge because it is used as a tunnel to the prisoners to go from the palace where they have been judged to the jail, which is at the other side of the canal.
May I suggest that the duel begins on the bridge and finishes on the rooftop of the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be quite acrobatic and
Santina, do you get involved in this scene?
Like when you do your hole in the wall, I make my diversion so the other guards don't go after you, and maybe I just sit on the roof looking your doll from high ground and not intervening in it. Just maybe taunting you, but that's all.
Okay. Do you have a sword or something like that, Santina?
Yes, I think I have a sword.
Okay. I just say to Bruno, don't you like the view?
Oh, the view is fantastic. But it will be even better when I bring you back in prison.
You will see.
Not you, I suppose.
It's really bad to mock a blind person.
Well,
I think you have to pay for such an insult.
Well, if I can buy back my insult, I know that maybe you're blind, but you're a better swordsman than everyone I've seen in the guard.
Oh.
Hey, don't expect to win by flattery.
It's good. Maybe you should go back in your cell.
Okay, so our swords make a lot of noise on the palace, on the roof of the palace. I think that people have crowded in the Piazza San Marco looking for the fight.
Oh, totally.
And you can hear the lads and people whistling, enjoying the good moment. Okay. So, if you lose the conflict, what happens? If you win the conflict, excuse me.
If I win the conflict, I'd say that I win the fight, but then you have an occasion to to convince me to let you go.
Ah, okay, nice. And if I win the I don't want. If I win the conflict, I win the fight. I escaped with Santina, or without. What do you prefer, Santina? I don't know. Maybe you just want to stay innocent to to the side of the other guard. You said that guards don't trust you anymore, so maybe your guiltiness is already known.
Yeah, maybe I'll go, not with you, but I'll rejoin you later.
Okay, nice. You will. So if I win the conflict, I win the fight, but I don't have the opportunity to persuade yourself of my goodwill.
Yeah,
Okay, so we stay enemies.
indeed.
Nice.
So let's roll that dice and see what happens.
Okay, I climb on the chimneys, trying to make you lose your temper.
I rolled the 4, so go on and win this fight away.
Mm-mm. Okay. Iron Mask. So I just show you my butt and see maybe I don't know, I am blind, but maybe this sight is more pleasant to you. In comparison of the awful mask that you gave me. Two. So the Iron Mask when dice. I think you get kind of blinded by the smoke of the explosion. So when dice for the coin.
Oh yeah.
So we are too blind now. Two. I think two are enough. Do you stay neutral in the fight, Santina, or do you win?
Oh yeah. I stay neutral. It's way more fun to look at you from that.
Okay. Just about the rules, you know that you can get involved into the conflict without physically acting, because you can roll by telepathy.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get involved like in the roll of the dice. I don't want to help any of you. But maybe
so you just eat popcorn and watch.
No, but maybe if someone seems to be losing too fast, I'm gonna help him a bit. Like
yes, because we
drop
can
some things. Or push him. Or, I don't know, but just that the fight is during a little bit longer.
Yeah, because we can raise the stakes. It's possible. I just rolled my 2 dice. I obtained a 6 and a 9, 2 suffering, but 2 suffering is better than 1 suffering, so I win the fight. If you think that this fight was too short, you can decide to roll some dice in the team of Bruno. If you want a more sportive fight.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm doing this.
Okay. So what do you do exactly in the fiction?
Maybe you're going to like win the fight and disarm him, and when his rapier go flying in the air, I catch it and I just toss it to him again.
Okay, so you like sport.
It was too quick. You can do better.
For your pleasure. Okay, so you how many die do you roll?
Maybe 1 for my father's guards knows that I can be treacherous. I can be trust even from you.
Okay.
So just 1. And I've lost my dice. Okay. It's a 9.
9. Okay, 2 suffering. So it means equality. So we have to we can make a compromise, an in-between situation, or maybe someone could roll again. I think I can roll again because I have sentences left.
Yeah, sure.
Two. Fortunately, I have a new partner. Two because you know, the fight is in balance. But at this moment, a killer to hire who works for Sforza just he just goes on the roof. It's a woman that wore black, that wears black with a black mask, and she has a short rapier that is you know that has a poison blade, and you know she tried to she tried to backstab me, but at this moment maybe at this moment you Bruno, maybe you saved my life.
I do because to me,
this is not sports, I think.
No, this is not a noble intervention. This was a duel between two gentlemen, and
okay.
Yeah.
And so the fight goes on with this new fighting partner. His name is Antonella Morbida. Morbida in Italian it means soft, but in French it means deadly. So she's quite she's quite a double person. It could be she's a courtesan, and so she could be very soft, and she also could be very deadly. So I just roll a third dice. 3 suffering. So I got the point for this moment. So I win. So Marc, you don't have extra dice anymore.
No,
Santina, want you roll an extra dice?
No.
No. Okay. Hey, so I win.
You do?
So I just with my sword and my arm, I just I just push. I just push Antonella between the two of us, and so you have to fight with her. So I can escape. And so I escape from the jail, from the roof of the palace, and I go into the crowd. I go into the dry canals, and maybe into a chariot, something like that. And this is over with me. But for this moment, you don't know that I have good intentions.
No.
We stay enemy.
We stay enemies. Do I have to write a suffering sentence?
A suffering sentence for you, a suffering sentence for Santina, a suffering sentence for myself. Okay.
Six.
Comedy. Huh, comedy. Masquerade.
Yeah, maybe I should roll the dice.
As I escaped, I realized that I am caught into an Arachniran masquerade. When I see, the killer to hire, I guess that I am into a political plot, something like that, a big masquerade, and yes, dark times are to come.
And what?
Okay.
That's your sentence?
As I escaped, I realized that I am caught into an Arachnian masquerade.
Okay.
Okay, so what are your suffering sentences?
Go for it, you have it.
Okay, Bruno?
Bruno.
Could it be that now I have another enemy?
Yeah.
Who is, in my opinion, is more important than Occhiata.
You speak about Antonella Morbida.
Yes, indeed. Well, I don't know her name. I just saw her. To me, she's the lady in black.
Yeah. Exactly. This is out of character. This is meta game name.
Yeah. So I need to arrest
the lady in black.
Yeah, the lady in black.
Okay, so Santina, did you find out your suffering sentence?
It's about mask, so I was thinking I might have been I might have found a new enemy in Antonella, because I know who she is and we were friends.
Okay.
But it seems like we are not on the same sides anymore. So the sentence maybe an ancient friend, maybe a new enemy.
How did you find out that it was Antonella?
If we knew each other very well, I would have recognized, I don't know, the blade. Maybe it's my blade.
Oh, okay. It used to be your blade. Okay.
And I gave it to her, and
okay.
I kind of regret it now.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, there is less than an hour left. This is my turn. We did have a very cool fight. I think we don't have to feel obliged to play such another big fight. Maybe if you play other fight, it could be shorter.
Yes, or it could be some kind of social encounter, like maybe in a place where we cannot fight. Maybe may I suggest the Basilic of Santa Maria de la Salute?
In order to play social conflict
Yes.
rather than physical conflict, that's good. And I'd like to play the Carnival of Venice.
So it's 2 days later.
Yes, 2 days later, the scene takes place into the Basilica della Santa Maria del Salute. Everybody has a mask, maybe except the bishop that preaches in the basilica. And this is just the you know, this is the mass introducing the carnival. And what could say the bishop during his preaching?
He is talking about the carnival and about the mask, and saying that people shouldn't hide behind masks, and they should walk like with their own faces, and be themselves. And he condemned all the bad actions that may happen when people wear masks and can be recognized.
Okay. Maybe you should talk a little about the basilica and about the bishop that preaches, which is called Leonardo Spata. So the basilic, this is one of the more beautiful basilics in the richer basilic of the town. With a big dome, a big bronze dome, and many beautiful paintings into the church, many works of art. But I guess that now it's kind of different because of the politics of the bishop.
Yeah. The bishops has transformed the basilic in the big hospital, and where everyone is welcome. But doing this, he has tossed all the statues. He doesn't care if he has to, I don't know, put a thing on the wall. He doesn't care if he destroys the painting doing this. It's just a functional place now.
Yes, and even I think that many noble persons are present during the mass. You can also say miserable people in the same place now.
Yeah, they are.
I think all the noble persons are, because of the smell, they look indignated.
Yeah, and
They use fans. The noble ladies and noble gentlemen use fan in order to prevent the smell. Okay, nice. So this is quite a preaching against the vanity.
yes, it is.
Okay, nice. What can I do in this scene? I know. A social conflict. I think I am in the scene, but I am hidden with a mask. I just paint my iron mask into gold.
Oh yeah.
So now it's a golden mask because I didn't manage to seal it off. So I just paint it. And so I am hidden behind the columns, and I just look after the Doge and look after you, Santina, because I fear about some killers who could be attack the Doge or attack his daughter. I heard about the spider conspiracy, which is a secret society that want to harm the Doge. I guess it is linked to Giovanni Sforza. Okay, nice. Yeah, we want a social conflict. Maybe just at when the mass is over, the doge. Well, when the mass is over, the doge has to go to his palace, and maybe ask you, Santina, to open a ball in a palazzo. What do you think about it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So you can imagine one of the beautiful palazzi in front of the Great Canal. So architectural marvels with columns inspired from the Byzantine style.
Yeah, and there are a lot of courtesans in there, and even Giovanni Sanza. What's his name? Sorry, Sforza.
Giovanni Sforza.
And Santina is asking Giovanni to open the ball with him.
Oh, nice. Okay. I just end without a conflict because I want to be the star of a social conflict. So I am in the shadow for now. Okay. So my conclusive sentence is related to comedy. Imposture. Okay. Okay, now I am hidden into the secret part of this structure. Ready to rewrite the play if necessary. You understand?
Yeah.
So I just I try to protect you from the shadows. Nice. So this is your turn, Santina, and you open the ball. It's a great idea. So you dance with Giovanni Sforza.
Yeah. Go on.
Ouais. Just I think people playing violin and maybe a lady singing opera, something like La Traviata or something like that. Very very beautiful opera songs.
Yeah, and my dad is not really happy. I invite his not really enemy, but let's say concurrent competitor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But that's exactly why I did this. And I danced with Giovanni, and I want to be really pretty in this. So I am extra careful to do the exact right steps to be to have the perfect movements and to really impress everyone.
Yeah. And also pretend that you're friends.
And yeah.
In a way, okay, nice.
And doing this, I'm talking to Giovanni, and I'm saying to him that it was not really nice to send us an assassin on the bridge of Sights a few days before.
Mark, do you want to play Giovanni?
Oh, why not? I've played him before, so. Well, my dear Santina, this assassin of mine. Yes, I've sent her, but that wasn't for you. It was for Okiata, for what he did to me.
Oh yeah, I guessed. I tried to mock Giovanni about the way Okiata humiliated him. I lost a bit at him about that.
We, which kind of laugh it is? You know, you're in a kind of political situation, pretending you're friends, pretending you have good relations. So, can you say it more about the way of your laughing?
Maybe from the exteriors, people think I don't know. He made a joke and I just happily laughing. But my point is to how to say that to taunt him and to hurt him a bit. I want him to feel I don't know, a bit healthy
Yes,
about that.
This is a laugh is the only one to understand.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, nice. How does Giovanni react?
Well, he understands that people. Well, he understands that Santina is trying to tout him, but he does understand as well that other people in the room doesn't know that.
He keeps a poker face.
He keeps a poking face, trying to look like yes, he's telling jokes to her, and he answers back, well, at least I am happy that I am not blind because I can witness all your beauty and your charms.
Can I ask a question to both of you? How do your masks look like?
Oh, good question.
The mask of what's his name again? Giovanni?
Giovanni?
It would be a very refined mask, actually.
Sure.
With I'd say some kind of it's white, but it looks like marble, and with threads of gold in it.
Okay. This is a small mask or a big mask with garments and feathers?
It's a mask that covers the whole face, but it doesn't have any garments besides that.
Okay.
And Santina's mask is a half mask just on the eyes, and it's a mask with how can I say it? Like just like a net. It's almost transparent, and it doesn't hide anything. You can see through with no problem. It just I don't have a better
maybe
image
like
than a net. Yeah.
Oh, fine. You know, maybe you know that in Venice you have a great tradition of embroidery in the island of Murano.
I didn't know that, but yeah, that's it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so she may have listened to what the bishop of the Basilic Santa Maria della Salute was saying, and it's just it looks like a mask, but it isn't one. It doesn't hide anything.
Oh, nice. Okay. Do we play a conflict?
We can, I guess. Santina is a bit annoyed that he keeps his poker face and the flat ourselves. And maybe if I lose, I lost my temper, and I don't know.
You smack him in the face?
Oh yeah, that's good. Smack him in the face.
Like in front of everybody?
Okay. You can have your last word, because this is something concerning your character, Santina.
No, that's really good. I like it.
Okay, so it does. So it does smack you, and what happened?
And people are a bit shocked by this. The bar stop. My dad is really unhappy about it, and
so your dad is in the palazzo?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here to try to impress him.
Maybe after he said he was retiring in his palace, but maybe at the last moment he came into your palazzo. And
right.
Just when Giovanni smacks you, the dog.
I was suggesting that you smack Giovanni in the face after what he says.
That was what I thought. If I lose, I am smacking in the face.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Giovanni smacks you in the face if you lose the
No.
So Giovanni smacks you in the face. This is not into the conflict. This is before the conflict.
No.
No.
Excuse me.
Not at all.
Giovanni slaps no one.
No.
It's me. I slap Giovanni if I lose my temper.
Okay. Nice. If
and what happens if you win?
If you lose, you slap. You slap Giovanni, and if you win.
And if I win, I keep my temper. I stay calm, and it's a really beautiful dance, and I managed to impress my father.
Okay, so you won't get offended by seeing Giovanni smack you.
It doesn't smack me. What? He doesn't slap me. No.
No, excuse me. It's because of my bad English. I understand smack like a kiss. So Giovanni did. So Giovanni did.
It's a slap in the face. It's
okay. Okay. So Giovanni slaps.
No. Giovanni slaps no one and kiss no one and nothing.
Okay. Oh no, excuse me.
It's okay.
It's okay.
If I lose,
this is just my interior movie.
He really wants Giovanni to smack the second in the face.
If I lose, I slap Giovanni in the face. I lose my temper, and it's a bit humiliating for both of us. And if I won, it's a beautiful dance. I impress my father by it, and all the people in the
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so I have to roll a dice. I'm gonna roll with. I want to impress my father. Something like that. The first one, and
I stay neutral.
And that's all, I think. Just one sentence.
Okay. Bruno, do you stay neutral?
I'd say that I'm there, but anyway, I don't have any sentences related to.
You can have a free dice.
I can have a free die?
Yeah.
I'd say that okay. Well, because the lady in black is an assassin at the employ of Giovanni, I could roll my free die with Santina. So because
to add Santina.
Yeah, to add something. Okay.
And what do you do exactly in the process of helping her?
Yes, well, that's a good question, actually.
You can just help with telepathy, and that's all.
Yeah, it could be through the egregore.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you can roll.
Okay. So I'm rolling one dice. It's a 1. It's a 1.
One sacrifice.
It's
And,
a 3.
Okay, suffering. The sacrifice kills the suffering, so you don't have any dice. You don't have a dice anymore, Marc. And so you win the conflict, Santina, but you lose one sentence in the process. This is a winning with cost.
So I lose a conflict. I slap Giovanni, and
no, you win. You win the conflict because you obtain the sacrifice. It means it means a success with a cost, and the cost is that you lose a sentence.
Okay. I managed to impress my father, but by doing this, maybe he's gonna think that I might be as important as Venice or something like that. But I don't care anymore. Just when I managed to impress him by like being beautiful and managing to dancing even with his enemies. Well, I don't really care.
You don't care anymore.
He's gonna care about me, but that was the point, and I managed to hit it. So
okay,
that's it. So let's have some fun.
Okay, so you lose your first sentence.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Bruno. So the carnival is going on, and what do you do?
I am walking in the room. I have my mask is a very, very simple mask, actually.
Okay.
Some kind. It's a very it's like a Zorro mask, actually. So you can see right away that who I am. Like I'm not hiding my I'm not hiding my identity at all. And I am in search for the lady in black and Okiata at the same time. And
I think it could be especially difficult because of people dancing and laughing, and maybe lovers running after each other. So I think after the entrance of the Doge, the scene has begin quite confused. You know.
Yeah, but, are you present in the scene, Okiata? Maybe with the mask?
I am present because I'm kind of a bodyguard for the Doge and for Santina, and so I have to be here to protect them.
So how about I come talking to you about my search, and I don't realize who you are, actually.
Okay. You just say that you're seeking fugitives.
Yes. And I'm inquiring you, like, have you seen this lady with a black mask? She all wears black, and there's also this fugitive with an iron mask.
I offer you a glass of Lacrima Christi, which is a very fine wine.
Mm.
And I say, sometimes people within the light are bad persons, and people living in the shadows are good persons. Things are not so simple. And sometimes you're running after innocent people and letting guilty people acting in freedom.
Mm.
Think about that. Think about the innocent rotting in jail and the guilty living in the thrones.
So,
On the thrones.
so are you saying that all the people in jail are innocent?
It depends on the point of view. I know an innocent person who was in jail and now is free, trying to make a good job. And I know a person who was guilty, who was dark of soul, and who was in jail, and now this person is also outside, seeking for murder.
Well, I would be after such a person, actually. I would like to bring her back in jail.
So if you look after such a person, get your back on the wall and don't trust anybody.
That would
Because
be a good advice.
This crowd is full of poison. And, behind these rich clothes, many swords are hidden.
Are you saying this as a threat to him or just a warning, maybe?
I don't threaten Bruno. Maybe I try in my manner to convince him that I am a good person and that Antonella is a bad one. And I just want to... yes, I just want him to be more informed about who is trustful and who is the real enemy.
Yeah, I view it as a warning too, because you are to me you're just a guard. Maybe you're the bodyguard of the doge.
Yeah,
so,
maybe.
So I see you as a superior. So
sure, I am. Sure, I am.
So I take it as a good advice, and I put my back on the wall and look at the crowd dancing and singing and drinking wine.
I'm full of joy because we became good friends, and I think by myself that Kiproko could be my second name. Okay. I think maybe it's time for danger. What do you think about it?
It would be a great time for danger. Actually,
yeah, it's a great time for danger. What could happen? Orane, could you say that? I think Antonella is in the Palazzo.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's outside. She's plotting something. Could you say what she does?
I'd say she is in the Palazzo, even in the ballroom. Like none of you recognized her before. Sorry, and she's just a courtesan among all the others. Maybe she's dancing, and yeah, she's surely plotting something.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like she's working on her cover for the event. People will know she was there, even with her mask.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's gonna strike,
Okay.
she
Who will she strike?
mm, well, it could be you because you're still a target, or it could be the Doge.
Uh-huh. What do you prefer?
Maybe the Doge himself.
Yeah, it could be nice. Well, we have 1/4 left. Well, 20 minutes left, and it's good time for attacking the Doge. Okay. What does she do exactly? Does it happen in the palazzo? Does it happen outside?
I feel like there are some, I don't know, small rooms around the main ballroom.
Yeah.
And the Doge is complementing, I don't know if it's a real word. Yeah, to congratulate, maybe.
Compliment. She compliments the real verb.
Yeah, compliments Santina about her dance and that he's proud of her. And maybe she's gonna try to attack him there when he's a bit alone.
Okay.
It's a small room. And she's gonna try to attack him with this blade Santina gave her.
Right. You are in a boudoir or some kind of room like that. Okay. Nice. So she tries to strike the Doge in the back with a blade. Maybe it's time to Bruno to enter the thing and do something.
Yes, I see him. I see the what is happening. I see the scene in this distance, and
maybe you follow the Doge or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I run at the defense of the Doge, and I draw my sword at the person who I fear is going to attack. Well, I see her with a knife, and I recognize the knife actually, because that's the same knife she drew on Occhiata. And there could be a fight between me and her.
Yeah, I think Santina doesn't stay neutral.
Yeah, I recognize Antonella the second she walks in the room. And maybe now that I don't want to impress my dad anymore.
But it's not the time. Maybe it's time to save him.
Yeah, but do I want him to be saved? I'm not really sure. I just I salute Antonella with her name, saying to her that I know who she is and I know what she's going to do, but I don't stop her. I let her to go to my dad. I just, don't do anything. Just, hey, Antonella, long time no see. And she draws her blade to kill him.
Oh, okay. So it's time for me to enter the scene. It's time to me to rewrite the play. And so as you stop the blade of Antonella with your own, Bruno, Antonella is drawing, a miserere, that is a kind of a small dagger. Full of poisons. She draws a miserere, and I stop it with my own blade. and I say something stupid like, "What a strange place for meeting, lady." And just as this I chase the dagger of Antonella, and I go to plunge my blade into her heart, but at this moment, another blade stop my sword. This is the blade of Giovanni Sforza, who says, time to get the fight in balance."
Oh.
Okay, what do you do, Santina?
I draw my sword. Maybe you and Bruno, you saw that I wasn't gonna stop Antonella from killing my dad. If you want. and I say, yeah, let's go do this in another place. And I haven't chosen the side. I'm trying to gain some time to maybe see what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you, if I understood rule, you make the fight move to another place.
Yeah.
Which place?
Maybe just the roof. It seems to be a good place to fight.
Okay.
Maybe even on the middle of the barroom. What do you think?
Okay, nice.
Should just be better.
So just for the beginning, the violins and the opera singer go on just before stopping, because obviously now the fight has the attention of everybody.
Yeah.
So this is very chaotic and confused. You can hear for shouting, and a lot of guards draw their sword, but the henchmen of Giovanni fight them. There's fire, broken glass, torn garments, broken chandeliers. Okay, nice. Maybe it's time to
a huge fight between the guards and the henchmen as well.
Okay, maybe it's time to say what happened if you win the conflict, Bruno.
If I win the conflict, I arrest the what's her name again? No, I arrest Antonella. Yes,
and not Giovanni.
No, and not Giovanni.
Okay.
Because my sentence is to arrest the lady in black.
Okay. Nice.
And if I lose, she plunge her miserere into me instead of the doge.
And so you die.
Well, I am poisoned. Maybe I don't die.
Maybe we do. You can agonize.
Yeah.
A moment. Okay. Nice. Okay. So in the two situations, the doge is safe. I think I will. I will war against you because I fight to protect the Doge, and which is my lover, and Santina, which is my friend. But in a way, I know that if the Doge survives, Venice will die, because this is the plan. This is the secret plan of the Doge, and even when you're blind, Venice is such a great place to live. And maybe I want I want my city. I don't want my bill of city to die. And so I will try to do my best to protect the Doge, but I won't do more than my best. So if I this is now a dual conflict, and if I win the conflict, the Doge is killed.
If you win, he is killed. That's what
Yeah,
you
he's
said.
killed. He's killed by Antonella, so Giovanni won't be prosecuted as a murderer, and he will be the next Doge, and he will achieve the canal works. So Venice will be wealthier than ever.
Is there some things like triple conflicts or not?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you want you want another situation to occur?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with your situation. But I live for chaos and I don't know, conflicts. So if I win, the Doge dies by the blade of Antonella. But I managed to kill Giovanni in the fight,
Mm-hmm.
who was ordering all this, and there are really no one after to taking care of Venice, and maybe I could happen to be the heir of the Doge. I don't know. But I want Giovanni and the Doge dead in this fight.
Okay, nice. I guess we can. I guess we can roll. Just don't forget that you can change your mind about what you want during the conflict. You can change the mind during the conflict. That's not the problem. Okay, yeah. I love this conflict because it's quite complex. Nice. So if Bruno wins, he saves the Doge and he gets Antonella imprisoned.
Mm-hmm.
If I win the conflict, because of the confusion, with all this mask, we don't know who is who, and the Doge gets killed, and Giovanni will be the next Doge. And if Santina wins the conflict, both of Doge and Giovanni get killed.
And she gets to be the Doge.
Good question. What do you think about it, Santina?
Yeah, maybe I like it, but the main reason, the first reason is I want chaos in the city more than to be myself the Doge. But yeah. If I can be the Doge, let's do this. If I win,
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
be the heir to the.
You will be the Doge, but you will plunge the city into chaos.
Yeah.
A funny chaos, but chaos.
That's it.
Okay, nice. Let's roll. I have plenty of dice, plenty of sentences. I want to prevent the Doge from sabotaging the canal project. I say it to the Doge. Bartolomeo, what will you do to Venice? Okay. You can say which dice, which sentence you involve.
Yeah, I'm gonna involve my father's guards knows that they can be treacherous, because that's exactly what I am right now. And my other sentence about Antonella, with an ancient friend and who may now be an enemy.
Okay, donc 2 dice in your team. Bruno, Which sentence do you involve into the conflict?
The second one, that I need to arrest the lady in black.
Okay, I think I will. I has escaped. I realized that I was caught into an Arachnian masquerade, and so now it's time to cut the net. Okay, 2 dice for the moment. Maybe I will roll other dice later. Okay, you can roll.
So I roll only 1 die.
Okay.
Oh, a power die. Well,
Power
that's
die.
very interesting, but
Okay.
only 1.
Only 1. I guess maybe you put your blade on the throat of Antonella, something like that. So you're close to win. And what do you obtain, Santina?
2 8s, 8 and 8.
Okay, two suffering in my team. So you see that we help you in the fight, but you know we are not as best as possible, and sometimes our blades are just going the wrong way, and I will roll some extra dice. Okay. The Doge managed to draw his own sword. That is a beautiful sword full of jewelry, and he tries to protect him from the strike. And at this moment, I put my mask off. I'm such in anger that I managed to tear down the laces of the mask, and you can see my face with my white eyes, and I say to Bartolomeo, what will you do to Venice? Come on, do you deserve to survive if you want to kill Venice? And I try to fight against him. Okay, so one more suffering. Do you want to roll extra dice? For the moment, Bruno is still winning.
I don't have extra dice. So,
okay. You have one more sentence, Bruno. Do you involve it? Your sentence is, I want to bring back Okiata in prison, and I put off my mask, so...
Oh yeah, now you recognize him, maybe.
I guess you could roll it.
Oh. Okay.
Nice, so you have one more enemy, you roll one extra dice.
Well, okay. Suffering die.
Okay, powers. You're still winning. So... Unfortunately, I have a newer partner. No. Now I am hidden in... I just say no. I was hidden into the secret part of the theater, and now it's time to rewrite the play. I just said that, and this is one sentence, so I have one extra dice. Okay, suffering. And I think I was, as you were as you were to the point to save the Doge from the strike of Giovanni. Bruno, I put my back on Santina's back, and I make a turn, so she's between you and the Doge, and I say to Santina, because I understood that she always wants the Doge to be dead, and I says to her, help me, partner. My partner in crime, because I have a sentence called fortunately I have a new partner.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Okay, suffering, but okay. I think the Doge has a very good star upon him.
Yeah.
Because I can't do nothing to kill him. I failed. I have to say I didn't have a right to roll more than 4 dice, so I couldn't have rolled the 5th dice, because this is a triple conflict, and so no more than 4 dice in each team. Excuse me, but that's okay. I lose when suffering in my team. You lose, Santina, when suffering, and you win. You win, Bruno, when suffering and when power sentence in your team. I think it's time to end. So maybe you can just say a very short epilogue for each of our characters, saying what is our sentences when power and when suffering for you, Bruno, and that's all. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to begin, Bruno?
Well,
There is a big mess in the room. All the guards are fighting against each other. We are just all 6 of us, 5, in the center of the room. The Doge is pointing his blade to Giovanni. There is Antonella that is going for his neck in the fight. Maybe you can arrest her.
Sure you can, because you win the conflict.
Yeah. Sorry. And I'm there. I'm trying to look to protect the back of Occhiata and the back of Antonella. And you might be in the fight trying to protect the Doge.
Yeah, I am.
We didn't say what happened to the Doge if you win, but I think it's clear that the Doge survives. What do you think about it? So you're kind of a hero. You save the Doge, and you put Antonella under arrest.
Yes, and I bring her in prison.
Okay. So what kind of power sentence could you write?
Do you have a suggestion?
The Doge might be very thankful for what you did, and maybe he's naming you, I don't know, chief of the guard or of the guard.
Yes, maybe it's time for your father to retire, and you got to his place.
So
Okay.
I become the captain of the guard.
Nice. And what is your suffering?
Maybe something happened to, I don't know, Chiata, me, or Giovanni, because you arrested Antonella, but we don't know what happened to us.
Yes. You mean that Bruno can write a sentence that he let other enemies escape, like Giovanni and Occhiata and Santina, or maybe he can, or maybe it's a suffering. Maybe he got hurt during the fight. What do you prefer?
You're asking me?
Yeah. What is the dark part of the fight?
Maybe the Giovanni and the Doge, they are fighting together, and they both die.
Oh.
After of course.
Okay. So you're the new captain of the guard, but there is a new Doge. Okay. Fine. I suppose I died. Nice. Okay, but maybe I guess it will be a kind of moderated Doge or something like that. Okay, nice. What is your suffering sentence, Santina?
So I don't know.
I can say mine if you want.
Yeah, sure. Say yours.
As I see that the fight is turning so bad, I have no other issue, and I just pick a black mask that is on the floor. I put it in my face, and I retire into the shadows. And my suffering sentence is I am now a fugitive with a black mask.
What happened to Antonella in the fight? Bruno, did you say you arrested her?
Yes, she got arrested.
Well, my sentence is I didn't manage to protect Antonella, my friend, because I wanted to do this in this fight.
Okay. Maybe you will see what happened in in the next episode. Fine. It's okay. Can we end the game? It sounds like to be continued, but it's time to stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See you later.